Attorney Karen. Ano yung busy naman?
Para sa 2016 elections. At naiiba ito dun sa dating ginamit noon. May kita nyo ng iba. Pero to be technical about it, ang model dito, ang tawag ay SAES 1800+. May kita ninyo na kumpara dun sa dati, meron na tayong malaking colored na screen, na touch screen. May kakayahan din ito para sa on-screen review. But for these elections, ang desisyon ng COMELEC ay hindi gamitin yung on-screen review dahil meron na tayong voters receipt para hindi masyadong tumagal yung pagboboto. So para dun sa mga botante natin ng election day, okay magbubulat kung pagkatas nyo ilagay yung ballot ninyo, it will say voting time expired. Because meron na 1 second, last yung ballot, at magpiprint na siya ng receipt. Apart from that, yung mga ibang pinagkaiba niya, sort natin. At meron tayong kakayahan dito sa machines na i-take or i-scan yung picture ng balota. So apart from having the ballots na nakasecure dun sa loob ng ballot box, meron itong picture ng harap at likod ng balota. So pwede ito ikumpara doon sa electronic results if you want. Tapos sa gilid natin may makikita kayong lalagyan ng SD card. Dalawa para sa elections. At pareho sila na ang tawag natin dyan mirror copies of each other. So yung electronic results ay encrypted save doon sa dalawang SD cards. At ito electronic. Tapos i-close yung voting results, bilangin, at ita-transmit using SIM cards, using our 3 telecoms, Globe, Smart, at Sun. Pero para dun sa mga areas na either walang signal or mahina yung signal, meron tayong tinatawag na vegan satellites. Okay, para sigurado talaga mag-transmit lahat. Pero sa ilalim ng batas, pagka hindi ma-electronically transmit ang results, ihahatid yung mismo SD card para isama dun sa canvassing and consolidation of votes. Yun lang yung iba sa mga kakayahan nito. Kasama na dito yung meron tayong feature for persons with disabilities. So, disability voters. Kaya meron tayong makikita dito yan phones para kung meron kahinaan hindi makabasa ng maayos or yung mga para sa mga handicap na either blind or disabled, pwedeng headphones ang gamitin.
How can I know na yung laman ng dalawang SD cards are mirror image of each other?
Well, kahit anyone can verify that. Pero, one, kung dadalhin siya sa canvassing center, if you really want to check it, pareho sila ng laman. But it is encrypted. That's one of the security features. So let's say, Ariel, subukan mo kunin yung isang SD card para palitan mo yung resulta. Pag sinubukan ng buksan ito sa computer, hindi mo siya mababasa. Kasi encrypted yung result. Something in Chinese characters kung gusto mag-roll mag-Chinese. Pero, each of the SD cards din, meron siyang tinatawag na digital signatures. Yung digital signatures, naka-attach yan dun sa bawat Board of Election Inspectors na nagpapatakbo ng vote counting machines per precinct. So, naka-attach yung digital signatures dun sa encrypted results so that pag sinubukan mong itamper yung SD card, nasisira agad yung digital signature. Parang imagine niyo yung envelope na nasa loob yung resulta at merong sticker sa labas. Pag ako sinubukan kong palitan, masisira yung sticker. So that pag ipinasa sa'yo yung resulta, alam mo na agad na may nagsubok na pakinaman.
So, ako, wala akong kakayahan na malaman kung ano ang laman ng dalawang SD card.
Yes. Pero kung gusto mong i-verify na pareho ba talaga yung laman yan at saka accurate ba talaga, dadalhin nyo dun sa canvassing servers or yung mga may authority meron silang decryption. Lahat ng sinasabi ko ito, yung access to the SD cards, yung pag-decrypt ng results, ang lahat ng merong access dito ay COMELEC, merong decryption system. So, pag ginamitan mo yan ng tamang canvassing computers or laptops na merong decryption key, may kita ninyo na pareho yung laman ng bawat isa. And they're both read only, meaning hindi pwedeng palit cards.
Ito makakuha ng kopya kung laman ng SD card na yun.
Pwede kung gusto mo.
Isindigan.
Okay. Unang-una, pagka naman gusto mo malaman yung resulta ng vote counting machines kung paano nagpabilangan, as soon as the Board of Election Inspectors closes the voting, nagpiprint agad siya ng results. Yun yung tinatawag natin election returns. 30 copies yung piniprint ng vote counting machine for polling precinct in accordance with the law. 8 na ibibigay doon sa dominant majority party, dominant minority party, and after ma-distribute siya pati sa mga board canvassers na in accordance with the hierarchy required by law. Pagkatapos nun, another 22 copies. So 30 all in all. But doon pala, makikita mo na yung printed results. Apart from that, yung electronic results that will be transmitted, it will be transmitted to the canvassing servers, level, paakyat yan dun sa board, up to the national, provincial board, up to the national board of canvassers. And kasabay dun sa pag-transmit dun sa board of canvassers, tinatransmit din ito dun sa transparency server na ang namamahala ay KBP. So, yung media may access doon. Pwede nyo i-compare dun sa election results na nakuha for that precinct. Tignan nyo, nagpa-match ba doon sa electronic results na tinatransmit din. At meron din tayong isa pang tinatransmit doon sa central server ng Comelec. And isa sa mga gagawin for this is that the results will also be published in a public site. Noong nakaraang meeting namin noong this Saturday, present na ng Comelec to Smartmatic, ng Smartmatic to Comelec, yung public site na ito. So, you will see each of the candidates, pati yung votes na nakukuha nila as soon as ma-transmit it.
Apprehensions are some of the SD cards may be preloaded with the results. How can I know that it is not preloaded?
At the start of each voting, sa per polling precinct, bago pa magkaroon ng voters na magka-cast ng ballot, meron tayong tinatawag zero report. And yan yung isang proseso kung saan pag binuksan yung vote counting machine before the voting starts, mag-generate ng zero value report kung saan nakikita ninyo na walang laman yung vote counting. Nagawa ito in front of the election representatives of the political parties. That's one of the ways na pinapakita na walang laman yung vote counting machine, hindi preloaded. But even after the voting process, kung meron gusto malaman accurate ba yung results as against dun sa ballots, pwedeng buksan yung vote counting machine at i-compare yung ballots at magkaroon ng manual count against electronic results. In fact, for Comelec, what they will also do is have what you call the random manual audit, kung saan merong mga election watchdogs that will open the ballot boxes after the close of the votings to compare the ballots with the electronic results through a manual count.
Yeah, for GM.
Just one. Report, as right as we set up this is a demonstration information. Of course, it's not just a ballot. And you will see that it has 0 votes for all the candidates. Okay? That is a way that the BIs, the political parties, and the watchers will make sure that there are no votes in the machine. Also, remember they do the final testing and sealing, and during the final testing and sealing, or after the final testing and sealing, they will receive the equipment and then they will seal it. And after that, they will not touch it on the election.
Machines, CCS, and other election equipment. How to technical? Who is running the election? Is it you or the
election? But to provide Comelec the technology. We provided the technology, we train Comelec, and we support Comelec during the process. And it's Comelec who actually configures all the machines, configures all the SD cards, and run the election in the polling center.
Categorical question. We will ask you to leave all these Smartmatic people. Can Comelec operate this?
Yes, sir.
including the CCM and other election equipment.
Yes, sir.
So, what is your role? Which means,
Which means with your cell phone. If you have a problem with your cell phone, you can call a technical center and they can help you solve your problem. So basically, and if they have any problem that they are not able to solve because they didn't encounter that problem before, they contact us and we're there with them and they tell us we're having this problem. We haven't seen what should we do, basically.
how many people are you employing in Smartmatic?
In the meeting and the terms of reference, we were requested to have at least one technician in each one of the polling centers. So we have around 45,000 persons deployed in the country.
Di ba mas marami yan kaysa mga technician ng government?
Hindi. Kasi imagine, ang kailangan i-employ ng COMELEC dito is for each of the polling centers to run the vote counting machines or magpatakbo ng vote. Chairman, tapos dalawang members ng Board of Election Inspectors. That's already 3 times more than the employees of Smartmatic. And then, apart from that, they also have their own field technical action. Smartmatic's personnel are only backups. But Ariel, it's a good thing that you asked that question kasi marami sa mga kababayan natin, talagang pagdating ng election, akala nila Smartmatic yung nagpapatakbo ng mga vote counting machines, nagpapatakbo ng consolidation at counting. Again, COMELEC po, naayon sa ating saligang batas, sa konstitusyon natin, ang nagpapatakbo at namamahala sa election. May sa, pag tinignan nyo yung timeline ng project table for the elections, kasama dito yung training of the personnel of COMELEC because they are trained how to run the vote counting machines, how to do the canvassing and consolidation of votes, pati ang Congress and Senate, sila ang nag-consolidate at nag-canvass ng votes for President and Vice President. Kaya train din sila kung paano gamitin yung
Can the Smartmatic stop the operation of all your machines?
Oh, actually, the Smartmatic technician doesn't have access to the machine. They will only support the BIs in case the BIs request their support. So again, going back to your cell phone, you have your cell phone, you use it. In case you have a problem, as the owner of the cell phone, you ask the provider of your support to help you with something. So it's not the Smartmatic technician who is managing it.
But telcos can stop the service and can you stop actually the function of the system anytime?
No, machines are deployed. Remember, they were standalone. So the machines are in place, and basically, it's COMELEC who has them in each one of their region, each one of the provinces, and eventually in the FTS and election day, it's the teachers who have them in their custody. It's not Smartmatic.
Yeah, Ariel, napaka-importante nung sinasabi mo kami because, again, in order for someone to stop the machines from working, that means having to physically turn it off. Kasi hindi naman connected, like may master switch from afar na pwede na lang i-off basta yung mga vote counting machines. And all the machines have been turned over to the custody of COMELEC. That's why they're also housed in the warehouse of COMELEC, and then they are dispatched by COMELEC's third-party service provider for logistics, hindi Smartmatic. So on elections day, ang may access lang dun sa mga vote counting machines ay ang mga tao ng COMELEC. Sila lang din ang nakakaalam ng personal identification number or PIN at password, at sila lang din yung may hawak ng digital keys. Nandito siguro yung natawag natin na i-buttons, parang yun yung susi na may microchip na kinakailangan para ma-on itong machine. So, ang may hawak nitong lahat ng ito ay COMELEC. So, imagine niyo parang call center na ang call center ang may-ari ay COMELEC at ang Smartmatic yung supplier nila for laptops. Hindi ba ganun sa inyo access yung supplier? So, bilang provider lang ng mga makina, ang provide na ng Smartmatic during election day ay tinatawag na technical support. Ibig sabihin, pwede silang tawagan pagka merong technical question na okay, may nagkaroon ng paper jam, anong kailangan gawin? Ganun halimbawa. So, it's more of, it's provided remotely, and learning technical padala.
The question is also, vote for Duterte, lalabas, vote for man, kagaya ng inireklamo sa OAB, ng mga OFW.
Yung vote switching, mangyayari lang yan pagka, kunwari, nakaprogram yung computer in that way, pero in this case, hindi yan posible with the vote counting machines. And this is something that we encourage all of you to try habang nandito yung vote counting machines. Because, in fact, the vote counting machines do not even recognize names of candidates. Pagka tinignan ninyo yung source code that runs the vote counting machines, wala ditong pangalan ng candidates, wala man lang yung position or number nila sa ballot. It does not recognize. It's based on finding the shades doon sa tinatawag natin. Kaya pag nakita nyo itong ballot, very important ito na sa size ng timing marks. Because all it does is look for the position of the shades. And then you have a separate configuration file that matches yung shade with the names of the candidates. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya maaaring ma-program para maglipat ng mga boto per candidate because it doesn't even know sino yung candidate at saan nililipat. So, that's how it's programmed. And again, this has undergone several tests. Kung ano yung i-shade sa voter database. In fact, it all boils down to the source code. It is the software that runs the vote counting machines. It was reviewed by all political parties and election watchdogs 7 months before election day. And they signed a certification, yung mga members of political parties, saying that they did not find any malicious code or walang pandadaya doon sa source code. At itong source code na to, sinertify din ng isa pang independent certification agency na tinatawag natin SLI Global na hinar separately ng COMELEC na hindi related to Smartmatic, hindi related to COMELEC. That source code is free from any malicious errors or code, hindi ito magdadaya. Ito lang yung source code na dineposito sa Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas.
Okay, question?
Yes, Attorney Menos. Regarding the source code, you said this is the thing that runs the machine and orders the machine how to count it. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. You also mentioned that the source code was reviewed by the political parties and another independent. But however, a few weeks ago, we had guests from the Philippines and other persons knowledgeable in the computer. And they said that the machine is still liable to some faults. And they said that there is no guarantee that the machine will come out with the correct.
Okay, that's a very vague statement. Because one, you're saying liable for faults. In what sense? Because again, the way it's programmed right now, it will, okay, among other things, apart from the election system, it is programmed to detect and from the total of the votes for each candidate. And it's not meant to do any other thing except on that basis. That's why we always remind shape the ballots properly so that it is within the threshold allowed by COMELEC so that they detect the shade corresponding to each candidate. And other than that, I don't know how else it's liable.
Well,
And
the program to read all the shades of a particular candidate, right? Now, would it be possible that it's only reading the shade of the source code, the source code that is probably meant for the administration or some other party?
okay, you can program like any
It's
software the
you
way
can program the source
yes.
code to
Exactly.
read what you like, right?
Yes, exactly, because that's how computer programs run. Basically, you put in a command and it's going to function that way. But the question is wait, that's why we've had the pre-election logical accuracy test, wherein ballots are fed into it, and political parties themselves in the final testing and sealing will see the tests conducted in the big newspaper for them to test the machines themselves. And they know that this is the exact machine that will be used for the elections because it contains the same hash code that is the source code deposited with the Banco Central of Pilipinas. Now, again, that's why you have the voters receipt. That's only one of the ways to check how the machines are reading the shades, right? And again, apart from the voters receipt, you have the random manual audit wherein the manual count of the ballots will be conducted to check against the electronic results. Again, anyone can make a conspiracy theory. That's why I'm challenging everyone. Elections day, feel free to compare. We've had, you mentioned 2010 and 2013, you had losing candidates who are complaining that, well, we were cheated. And they had the liberty to file an election protest in accordance with the law, which requires a manual recount of the ballots against the electronic results. None of them victorious based on that allegation. And this is a good indication that any losing candidate could complain that they were cheated, but in terms of saying that it was based on the source code, that the vote counting machines were programmed to cheat them, they were not proven to be correct. And again, each vote counting machine will only yield at the most 800 voters. So that requires, again, proving that it was programmed for everyone to do the same. But again, let's go back to the basics. How is it meant to run? And what are the ways to show that? One source code, it's been reviewed again, certification agency, even by political. And again, I encourage you to see so that you can see how it runs. Even today, and see for yourself how it counts your vote.
You said that the SD cards are supposed to be blank. Your digital key is that it has it's a different code for all 90,000 machines. The digital key. Okay, in other words, it's not one common code. All right. Now, of the 90,000 machines, of course, we will not be able, the public will not be able to monitor, or even the candidates, what machines were really programmed to read honest and valid votes. My question is, why, as mentioned by Ariel, the OAB, there were several reports that votes for certain candidates were not counted out in the receipt. Okay. So what's the answer for this?
Okay, well, that's off because we also received the same reports, and in fact, we asked Comelec to look into those reports because it's hard to judge and say that, oh, there's something wrong with the machine because the receipts came out different. It sounds like, again, conspiracy to the vote counting is not recorded. That is counted as a vote and it comes out in the voter's receipt. Now, to allege that it is some form of conspiracy to cheat people out of their votes.
I'm sorry, I didn't say
yeah, no, it's okay. Because for me, that's how I mean it. But just to say, just to clarify, the Department of Foreign Affairs themselves have come out with a statement saying that they have not received any formal complaint from overseas voters that really happened, which I find to be very unusual if this was a real scenario, because under the Comelec regulations, for voters who have a complaint with the way that the voters' receipts reflect what ballot, they have a procedure to follow, which is to file an objection with the Board of Election Inspector, which will note that down, and then they have to sign the voter's
I'm sorry.
receipt.
But
and in the end, that will be compared against the manual.
you know, our OM doesn't find
It's
connection. news line that their votes were not counted? Because we received so many reports from the
Okay,
from social media.
that's the problem here. I'm talking about we are open, of course, to all types of reports. That's why we ask Comelec to look into that. But what I'm saying here is that we should also, as responsible voters, be careful of what we differentiate between actual facts. My view saying is how are they able to take a photo of their voters? This is the recent point. There's a real complaint. In accordance with the procedure, you just state it in front of the Board of Election Inspector. They will note that down. It's not even a complicated process. You just say what's wrong. They note it down. You will sign the voter's receipt, and it is up for investigation by Comelec. But even to insinuate massive scheme to cheat, I find it to be ingenuine and also not brilliant because you have the voters seeing the results right there and there. Na hindi nag-match yung voters receipts ko with what I shaded in the ballot. How can that be an effective way of cheating?
Who holds that journal?
It's the Board of Election Inspectors. Of course it's Comelec because it's Comelec running the elections. And I think this is what we have to clarify with people. They think it's Smartmatic that is deployed out there to run the elections. It is Comelec. And that is why Comelec has also their own rules to deal with if the voter's receipts is objected to by the voter.
Yeah, you go a little bit technical with shading. What is the threshold of shade that's needed of the machine to
Comelec said that threshold is 25% of the server. So
25%?
shade more than 25, which is usual, and we use one of the ballots, and I actually like to have.
Is it visible by naked eye that 25% shade, threshold of shade?
No, the instruction to the voters is fully shaded. As you've seen in the diagrams that Comelec is publishing, basically you have to fully shade the voter. That is the training that Comelec is going to do.
Yeah,
Fully shade.
but any lighter shade.
I mean, depending on the precision of your naked eye, I would say that.
Yeah. My next question will be, is it possible that some ballots are pre-shaded?
Are printed by National Printing Office. Okay. So they are actually not printed by Smartmatic. The national reason, these watchers during the process, then they are tagged and transported to the municipal store. And only at that time, on election day, the DIs get the ballots and bring them to the polling.
Pre-shaded.
That's
You never
not
know.
up to Smartmatic to check in the first place because again, Smartmatic can't even be there in the polling centers. It's against the constitution to have Smartmatic or any technical service provider intervene in the way elections are being conducted and supervise during election day. So it is up to the Board of Election Inspectors to check that the ballots are clean because they are the ones that will distribute the ballot to each voter on election day. But also, I would say that voters should be vigilant. As soon as you receive your ballots, check it right away if there are any pre-markings. And it is part of one of Comelec's announcements. They keep reminding voters, check your ballots on election day, make sure there are no unnecessary markings, and of course, make sure that there's no pre-shading.
Yeah. If there are two candidates in one position, one is pre-shaded at 25% threshold, and the other one is shaded at 80 or 90% threshold. Anong babasahin ng makina?
Wala. I'm on vote. And I encourage everyone to try the voting right now. If you want, you can start getting sample ballots, you can try voting, and then you can feed it into the machine and see what happens. So, yun yung isa sa mga pinaka-importante dito. Don't overvote. If you have second thoughts, kunwari, hindi pa kayo decided on a particular position for president, for instance, huwag niyo munang markahan ng kahit sino. Dahil bagong isipin niyo kahit choice, hindi na yan makakapag. It's going to be over.
Okay, question sa ating kasama sa media. Pakiusap lang po ang rule sa ating forum. Journalists ask questions. Hindi hintayin natin ang kanilang sagot. Kung hindi tayo naniniwala, tirahin natin sa ating column, tirahin natin sa ating programa. Pero never, hindi natin po ito convert sa ating ideology ng ating mga kapatid.
Magandang pagkakaroon. Kandidato ako para senador. Kaya dapat malaman namin na hindi kami gagayain ng Smartmatic. Ngayon, merong allegation na ang transmission ay hindi diretso sa Comelec server o national server. Diretso muna sa Camp Aguinaldo. Gano'n ba totoo ito?
Ako, I can definitely say categorically, hindi totoo. And they're saying that the transmission does not go straight to Comelec to but it goes to Camp Aguinaldo. Again, it doesn't even work out Aguinaldo. It's a base of the armed forces of the Philippines. But again, I can categorically say that's not true. But when you're talking about transmission, the transmission plan is something that is laid out by Comelec. And again, I want to clarify that when it comes to transmission, it's going to be Comelec that will also conduct that. The vote counting machines will be transmitting results directly to the Central Transparency Board of Canvassers. So ang magta-transmit po nito, yung mga Board of Election Inspectors per precinct. So to say that Smartmatic will transmit it to Camp Aguinaldo first means that nasa kanila yung vote counting machines. Again, it is going to be in each polling center manned by the Board of Election Inspectors. Pangalawa, for you to know tama ba yung na-transmit, you will have the election results and you can get this copy from each polling center that's allowed by law. Pwede yung kunin yan. And you compare it with the count that will come out in the central server, transparency server. In fact, yung sa central server, magkakaroon nga ng public site na bawat election results na lalabas or election returns nandoon agad. So, I think we can all come up with every conspiracy theory that we want, but what I'm asking you guys also to do is to look out the facts here. Now, if you have a question, if you've heard of something, feel free to ask them because I really want this opportunity to also clarify because sa amin, we take everything seriously.
Itong tanong, yung inyong resibo, dahil walang Comelec dito, kayo nakakalam kung anong ginagamit ng inyong machine. Yung inyong resibo, ay resibo ba ninyo ng Smartmatic o yung isang nanalong bidder na ang wikang taon bago mawala yung kanilang mga marka doon sa kanilang resibo o ang sa inyo na tatlong linggo lang mawawala ng marka?
Okay. So, ang the thermal papers. These are the matters received na gagamitin sa initialization report, sa election returns. Ngayon, sa ating batas, merong required amount of time na kailangan mag-preserve lahat ito. And anyhow long will it last, the print year, for the thermal papers?
Well, it has to be stored into humidity and temperature conditions that are up to 6 years.
6 years. So that's even more than the video that you mentioned. But apart from that, when you're talking about voters' receipts, according to the Supreme Court's decision, the only function of the voters' receipts is to allow the voters to verify how the machines read their votes. In terms of evidence, the ballot is still the best evidence. Why? Compare what the voters' receipt looks like. The ballot has so many security features. It's printed on security paper, meron yan UV ink inside, it has all the timing marks, it has a barcode that is unique to each voter. It even has the signature of the inspector chairman. At nandito yung details. Meron siyang ballot ID number, pati yung precinct associated. The point is, this is also preserved under the ballot box na nakasil na nakabantay doon yung Board of Election Inspector. And that is why if you have, since you're a candidate, sir, if you have a protest, sabihin nyo na hindi na bilang na maayos ng electronic results, you have the right under the law. Ballot box open, compared against the actual ballots, at may picture pa yung bawat ballot. So, hindi lang yung nasa loob, ikukumpara pa dun sa digital image ng bawat ballot against the election results. Kasi, ngayon, sinabi na rin sa amin at sa COMELEC na when they conducted their studies, sa Mindanao, meron ng mga sinasabihan ng mga botante na palitan yung voter's receipt ng ibang resibo kasi kahawig pag naka-fold lang. So, dun pa lang, makikita ninyo na mahirap na maging basihan ang voter's receipts ni recount or votes because madali siyang palitan, madali na magkulang. But on top of that, you have the Supreme Court decision also saying that it is not what you're going to use in order to verify the matches the manual count.
Dahil natanong ko yun, dahil ang aligasyon na matalo ang Smartmatic sa resibo, sa bidding, i-donate na ninyo ang inyong resibo. Kaya palaula ang mga pananaw namin, kaming mga kandidato, na kung totoo na ang inyong resibo ang ginagamit, hindi kami maniniwalang 3 linggo lang, mawawala na yung mga marka. Kaya kung hindi mag-protesta, hindi gaano.
Una-una sinabi na po na ating General Manager 6 years po na tatagal yung resibo. But again, hindi kayo makakamba kasi nga, yung ballots ang gagamitin na kasi kayo reklamo sa resulta. At pangatlo, siguro dapat linalagto ni 1 point of thermal paper. Thermal paper na yun, hindi lang gagamitin para sa voters, para sa larukin. Yung thermal paper kasi, ginagamit yan sa initialization report na ganito kahaba. Sa bawat vote counting machine yan in all of the 37,000 plus polling precincts. Pangalawa, bawat botante, meron kayong voters receipts. Ilan ba ang botante natin? Naabot po sa higit 54 million voters. Mabilis talaga mauubos yung thermal paper. But at the time that COMELEC was required by the Supreme Court to issue the voters receipts, it was 60 days less than before election day. So ang problema dito, hindi nakapag-order ahead ng COMELEC, but they were subject to the public bidding requirement under the law. So when they presented their timetable to Congress, the Joint Congressional Oversight, even Congress who were running again for elections were saying, we don't believe that you can make it in time for election day. Ang malamang yan, may mga probinsya at lugar na hindi makakatanggap ng thermal paper on election day, which is a big problem because in the meantime, all of these thermal papers are being used in the warehouse for what you call the pre-TAC, yung pre-election logical accuracy test, even before the final testing and sealing. So titigil yung operasyon sa warehouse, titigil yung mga verification at iba pang mga proseso dun sa warehouse. Apart from that, problemahin pa na makakarating nga doon on time. When in fact, with Smartmatic solution, makakakip together yung 21 rows of cards for each voting counting machine before they are even deployed. So, marami siyang na-solve na problema. So, again, it was not something that Smartmatic planned for or that they even wanted because they had to incur a loss. But for the sake of making sure that the elections will run smoothly, they had to do it. They had no choice. Well, they had a choice, but you know, for the best, they had to do it.
Yung discussion, may human intervention. Bakit hindi na lang kaagad din yung isinabit dyan sa inyong makina para paggamit yung kaagad ang nalares. Hindi dapat wala ng human intervention.
For the SD part,
Yes.
ang third, yung magkakailangan mo pang mag-encode ng something or may kailangan ka pang isulat doon sa loob ng SD cards, wala pang ganun. In fact, nandyan lang siya, nakalasaksak siya sa loob in order to save the results kasi encrypted siya. And it is required under the law, pag binasa niyo yung automated election law, that there should be an electronic device where you can store results electronically. Because even the law itself envisions a scenario where the transmission by electronic means might fail, so that it requires, as another measure, pag yan hindi transmit, that you bring the actual physical storage device and bring it to the campus para kukunin yung resulta. So that
yung kanina dyan, yung at saka dalawang kasama niya ay naririyan. Sabi mo. Pero ang sabi ng pumilik, hindi rin pupirma sila eh. Kaya ang transmitan ng inyong makina papunta sa surkod ng Comelec ay kahit sino na lang na may makinang ganyan ang magta-transmit. Kaya masyado mong delikado sa amin.
Okay, pasagutin natin.
Dahil kandidato mo ako bukas na to.
Oo, pero hindi ko siya mapapalalunin.
I wish you can go.
Kasi
But
ginagawa
again,
Smartmatic.
not all machines can transmit.
Smartmatic.
Only the machines that are gamitin for the elections, and they're all accounted for. So, kung meron ka kahit Smartmatic is released to the machine, it cannot get into the system. Again, the whole system has been verified. It is Comelec the machine servers. So, hindi yun the transmission. In fact, the transmission that will be where it will be used in some network, and it's a private network that is devoted only for receiving transmission.
6 years ang itatagal ditong thermal waiver.
The thermal waiver is there. So if it's stored under the zone, it's going to last less. It depends on the weather conditions where it's stored. But in good condition, Comelec.
Comelec and the courts that decide.
So kung tatagal ng 6 years or 4 years, Comelec may problema.
Well, Comelec is the entity that will store
Joey.
all the voters' receipts.
Tanong lang, yung bang mga machine ay naka-program sa time and date ng boto? Halimbawa, bumoto ako ng alas 6 ng umaga, first vote. Lalabas ba sa resibo na kung anong oras ako bumoto, kung anong date, nakalagay mo na?
Hindi. Again, yung voters' receipts, nung time na nasa terms of reference ito. So billing pa lang, nasa terms of reference na ng Comelec na any technical service provider, not just Comelec, not just Smartmatic, any technical service provider that wishes to participate in the billing and wishes to supply to Comelec is required to deliver a machine that is capable of having an on-screen review and printing voters' receipts. It was the same way in the 2010 and 2013. The machines were capable of printing receipts, except that Comelec, in those past elections, magkakaiba po yung members ng commission, mga commissioners natin that time, but they all voted not to activate the voters' receipt. So, it's the same. Nung nagka-billing, yun yung requirement nila, but it did not require the voters' receipts to have the capacity, details of the time of vote, who voted, without the fact under the law because of the secrecy of the ballots. You're not supposed to identify kung anong oras din binote because you will be able to say binote ko, sino binoto mo ba talaga. It's required by the Constitution. They should observe the secrecy of the ballot. Again, there was ng voters' receipts. In order to include any serial number or any other additional information, that would require changing the source code, because it was not part of the original specifications of Comelec. And that is why also the Supreme Court said that hindi siya best evidence or wala evidentiary value in voters' receipt in terms of.
Anyway, there is an audit law, and you can ask the political parties and the person who participate. If you want, at the end of the demonstration, we can also bring for you the audit laws of these machines that will show, of course, not who voted, but that a person voted. So, if there is a timestamp for every action that is done in the machine, when we turn it off, when we take out the electricity, when you buy the electricity, when you authenticate with the iPhone, each one of the actions is reported in the audit law.
So, And the technical side, answerable by Smartmatic.
Definitely.
Nakipag-communicate sila. But anyway, we're running out of time. So yung
The persons who have a
Actually, I want yung bibigyan po natin na nagdadasal sa I would encourage you to also yung booking.
Sumani ba yun? Sumani yan. Okay. Sino ako gusto bumoto? Maliban sa akin. You can try. Nag-o-off na yata. Stop ko lang. Walang nang-voting.
Yeah. Kukunan namin kayo, Manong.
May kasama tayo yung gusto mag-plan.
it will print, yes. You just have to wait 1 second. So it will print your
I realize this,
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah. Oh.
No, you just have to wait 1 second. It will be a process I will show you the records. They just put that name First, in the polling centers, the voters don't have the ballot, and that is why polling is suggesting the voters to bring their voting. Okay, it was about 25%.